and on we'll go through the wastelands.
Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and here today we've got the 2022 Audi A4, and this is in the black, which I think looks really, really nice. All right, let's check it out. Alright, before we get into the video, just want to do a shout out to Audi Alto Central Coast, who were nice enough to let me have a look at this today, and I'll leave their contact details down below. And if you are after an A4, any of the Audi range, do go and see them and let them know that Alex from AG Automotive sent you, and they will look after you. So the front, you get this nice silver grille, and you've got this black. So at the front you get the Audi badge and a really nice black grille. Now I like these grilles because they sort of scream a lot more sportiness, the sort of black on black. And then you get the LED daytime running lights and headlights there, as well as a sportier bumper. So what are your thoughts on the A4? Have you got the older one, or have you got one of these on order? Let me know in the comments. So the wheels on the A4 are 19-inch wheels, and I really like the silver trim, sort of a fan blade design. And again, the black paint with the silver trimmed wheels are just sort of, again, more sporty. So up the top there, you've got the sunroof. And then round the back, you've got the Audi badge again. You've got the A4. You've also got the 35 Tfsi. And then you've got the rear parking sensors. And again, a nice sportier bumper. And you've also got a reverse camera up in there as well. Now, one thing I wanted to point out with the A4s is Audi have done this properly. Now, see how there's silver trim pieces, well, meant to be around the exhausts? Well, if you have a look, you can actually see there is an exhaust in there. So Audi have actually done this properly. It's for show and go. All right, let's go and have a look inside. So inside the A4. Now, it's very premium in here, even though it is the, entry-level A4, there's still some nice trimmings all around the cabin. So you got soft touch dash all the way. You got a soft touch top of the door. You got nice silver trim on the door that goes around the whole dash. You got a nice silver trim piece along the center console there, so it does give you that more premium feel. So on the right hand side, you've got your headlight controls there. The steering wheel itself, nice to hold, and it doesn't have a huge amount of buttons. You do have some buttons for the menu controls on the dash on the left, and some audio controls on the right. And I like the silver trim piece at the bottom of the steering wheel. So on the dash, you do have analogs, tacho and speedo, along with a digital display there as well. And you've got in the middle, there is another display there that you can go through different things on the menu. So we'll just go through a couple of things. Now you got things like your fuel consumption, your driver assist there. You've got what radio station you're listening to. You've got if your phone's connected, and you've got your mapping or satellite navigation. Now, with the satellite navigation, you can have it just in a small screen in the center, or you can hit the view button and you get a full screen view. And so you do have the cruise control down the bottom of of the steering wheel. You've also got your paddle shifters. I quite like them. As you know, I'm more a performance orientated driver. And then you've got your indicators and high beam and your wipers on the right there. And the steering wheel is, you can reach and height as well. All right, so we'll come over to the media center. Now, I like Audi's media center. The touch sensitive and scroll sensitive is really, really smooth and really quick. So we'll just go through a couple of things. Now, you do get AM, FM, and digital radio stations there. You've also got media from a USB or a Bluetooth device. You've got your phone connectivity, so Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You've got the navigation, which I'll go into now. Really cool, and even zooming in and out, it just feels really, really premium. So you got your phone apps there. You do have a car settings button where you've got a variety of different things you can adjust in the vehicle. You've got settings for the media center, and there is quite a lot of them. You've also got things like you can get your messages and the weather and things like that through the screen. So further down, you do have your 3-zone climate control. So you've got the dual zone in the front and a single zone in the back. Again, very, very easy to use with the buttons. You also have seat heaters for the driver and passenger there. Now further down, you do have some shortcut buttons there. You've got your drive select buttons there. So you've got your comfort, auto, dynamic, and individual, depending on your choice. You've got your auto start stop and your traction control on or off, your parking sensors, and you also can turn the screen off should you wish. Now further down from there, you do have a 12-volt plug and a USB there, and you've got your engine start stop button next to that. So further behind there, you've got some storage space, and then we'll come to the gear selector, PRN, D, and you've got the S modes, or you can put it into the manual modes and use the paddles. You've got the auto hold, and you've also got your parking brake or finger brake there as well. Now to the left of that, you do have my favorite, the volume knob. There is a tiny little bit of space behind there, not really sure what you put in there. And the armrest, again, really soft. And underneath, you do have a wireless phone charger and a USB. Again, I really like the wireless phone chargers in these new cars. But I will say I'm not a big fan of it being under the armrest there, as it eats into space or storage space there. And the seats. Seats are nice leather seats. Again, hold you in, and they're very, very comfortable as well. All right, so the glove box. Now, the glove box is not that big, I'll be honest. Audis, I've found, haven't had the biggest glove boxes. So you get your service manuals in there. You might get an iPad in there as well. Now we'll come over to the sunroof. Now I'll just open that up. And it goes back quite a way, which again, I'm really happy with, especially on these Australian conditions. And you can tilt the sunroof as well. All right, let's go and have a look in the back. All right, just in the back of the A4. And look, first impressions is it's pretty roomy back here. Now I'm 6'1" or 185 centimeters, and I've got a little bit of headroom there thanks to indents in the roof. Now knee room is pretty good, leg room and foot room is also not bad at all, and this seat is set up for me. Now you do get 2 ISOFIX spots there and 2 behind me, and we'll have a look at the armrest. And look, I'll be honest, it's on the harder side of soft. It still is soft, but it could be softer. Now you do get a little bit of storage space there, and these funky cup holders that pop out like that. Again, something different, and I like different. Now, You get the single zone climate control in the back, as it's a 3-zone climate control all up, and you've got 2 USBs and a 12-volt plug there as well. And also you get map pockets or iPad pockets, because I don't think they make paper maps anymore. So you can pop your iPads in the back there. And again, the seats in the back are still very, very comfortable. All right, let's go and have a look in the boot. Okay, so the boot of the A4. So here we have 480 litres of boot room with the seats up, which is pretty generous. And if you fold the seats down, that goes up to 965. So you do get a couple of storage pockets either side there. And if I lift this up, you do get the spare wheel and your breakdown tools there as well. All right, let's go and have a look under the bonnet. All right, under the bonnet of the A4. So being the 35 Tfsi, we have the 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder petrol engine. And it produces 110 kilowatts of power and 270 newton meters of torque. And that's mated to a 7-speed auto S-tronic gearbox driving the front wheels. Now Audi claims this will use 6.1 litres per 100 kilometres combined, which I think is really, really good for a vehicle this size. All right, let's go for a drive. All right, let's go for a drive in the A4. So, vision out the front is good straight ahead. Towards the passenger side, it's a little bit harder to see because the mirror is in the way. Rear vision, you know what, it's actually reasonably good. You get a wider field of view, but it doesn't have a huge depth, but you do get your reverse camera and sensors in there as well. Vision out the sides, actually, yeah, that's pretty good vision all the way to the back. And the mirrors, look, I'll be honest, they could be a little bit bigger. We've just chosen a more bumpy road, and we're just going to see how the A4 goes. And we're just in comfort mode at the moment. And you know what? It's actually feels reasonably nice over the bumps. So it's a nice all-round car, the A4. What's it like under acceleration? Well, let's find out. You know what, for the little 2-litre engine, it is very nippy and zippy little car, or mid-sized car, this one. And you know what, it's not even that loud as well, like, and the gear shifts are really, really lightning fast. I really like that. That's the good thing about it. One of the good things about Audis that I think anyway is the shift patterns on the Audis are just incredible. So the A4 is, I think, a really good all-round car. It's sort of best of everything. You've got, it's quiet, comfortable, steers well, and just cruising around town, it's really quiet. And then if you really need to get onto the highways or whatnot, or get out in traffic, it's got a zippy little 2-litre engine. And you know what? It actually goes really, really well. So on that note, guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. All right, thanks, guys.